EA Sports at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. You haven't missed a thing as we're just about set for the opening kickoff. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of your...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On second down, here's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach Drive number 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 23. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, what a catch here by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Burrow on play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
He'll drop this underneath to Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again here with Moss. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Moss. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Moss, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
56.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, it's Purdy. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete. 4th down try. Here's Purdy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. 23 yards, the final tally.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20-20 high.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Right back to Moss. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Zach Moss, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the trap?
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take Over at their 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll run a draw now with Moss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
Now
have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Moss on the give up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll bring this one. Back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Now Purdy. Touchdown! Juwan Jennings from 6 yards away. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
And Chase will go in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
On the give, this is Moss.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one.